Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Matty
My name is Benjamin.
and we're really happy to see you here and to film this video. You might wonder what are we doing, what is happening, and weekly updates, anything like that. We come to that very quickly. We don't have a lot of stuff in the introduction to do, so let's just jump straight into it. Let's begin with my week. My week has been pretty interesting. Black Week for everyone doing a lot of sales knows how it is. It's pretty good, but for us the Black Week has been quite lackluster, but except Black Friday, as in the Friday, like yesterday Friday. So yeah, that was a really good day, but apart from that, it was like pretty mediocre in regards to the work. We realized a few things as well. I think my brother's going to talk about that part, but anyways, we'll talk about what we have been doing currently, or what I've been specifically doing currently in regards to the agency and in regards to becoming the person that is able to earn a lot of money and overall become in some way, shape or form free from most tangible things on earth, which is most of the time work and time and also location. Anyways, so let's begin. So in regards to what everything I've been doing, I've been really focusing on doing the last part of the Excel sheets and everything like that, making sure that we have everything transparent with ourselves and with everything. We have a goal for every single day. We're gonna do our best to reach that goal. We're gonna essentially reach the goal, and it's like me versus my brother, who does the best in terms of reaching goals. Essentially, that's just one part of everything that we have been, or I have been doing this week. Other than just that, I mean, first of all, working a hell a lot this week has been pretty horrible. But apart from working a lot, I've been also home and I've been thinking a lot, and I've been also doing quite a lot of stuff in regards to the way we will outreach, how we will outreach, and like this week especially has been kind of this like preparation week for what's to come next week, which is essentially like real outreach. As in, we outreach to people. I think we're gonna today do a few Loom videos, and we're gonna probably send our first ever email to our first client, or first prospect for cold lead. Anyways, other than that, I've been not doing too much than that preparation. I realized that we did a little bit of preparation, like almost nothing, when we began doing this SMMA. Of course, you don't have to. You can't be too prepared, or you can't also be like, "Oh, I'm gonna prepare," and you prepare for a year. It doesn't work like that. But the reason why we're preparing right now, we're preparing in a way so we structure everything correctly, and we structure ourselves as well, which is the most important part, like structuring ourselves so we just never slip up. Because what made us lose in the last time we did SMMA before we took this long break is that we never were consistent enough. Not consistent enough in doing outreach, but consistent enough seeing if that outreach works, seeing how many people we have reached out to, and seeing our conversion rates, and seeing our booking rate, and seeing our show up rate, and everything like that is so important. Because think about, like, when I think about it now, our SMMA was like a red flag company, a company filled with red flags, essentially, because there were so many bottlenecks, but we didn't even know where to start fixing these bottlenecks. There were so many things we didn't understand, and we never ever like realized why the reason of it not working. Why is it not working, essentially? So that's the problem that we have been facing a lot, and right now we are making sure that we'll never face that problem ever again. That's why we have all the things we have. If I show you the plan that we have, is like literally every single thing, every single paragraph is filled with information about here you can find this, here you can find this, here you can find this. Like the plan, like sheet of paper, is the main thing. When you get in there, you have everything you need to have about our agency, about our company at the moment, which is very important to have. So that's really good, and that's what everything I've been doing.
As my brother mentioned, with the mistakes that we did last time we did SMMA seriously, was that we pretty much tried to brute force everything. It can work, and it did work for some time, but the second we got a contract, a client, the second client, the only thing we focused on after that was outreach. So it's basically outreach, get a client, put a simple ad, work like a couple hours on the client's ad account, get some creatives and send them, and then get back to outreaching and forget about the client until the termination of the contract. So that was our model before, and it's not sustainable whatsoever. It's not like you get a client and then the client will get results on itself. You gotta work on the client, you gotta take care of them and give them the best experience. And that was a big flaw that we did not focus on the previous time we did SMMA. So a little bit of what I've been doing this week is that I've been continuing with the habits, of course, with the meditation, for example, and also we've been going through the sheets that me and my brother created, everything, what we're going to do, how we're going to outreach, and all the data, and of course competing with each other and making each other better. And of course right now it's been a lot about actually preparing now, kind of quickly also on actually doing the outreach. So we've been buying the domains, the emails, we've put in all the everything in a Google Sheet, so we know basically all our passwords and our logins. And of course, just as I mentioned and as my brother mentioned, just finalizing everything so we can actually start the outreach is what we've been doing this week.
Now it's gonna be very interesting to see the weeks to come. Next update will be very important, and it will also have a lot of things in regards to how our outreach is going, how our Loom is doing, because first of all, the next week will be mostly preparing as well the emails. The emails are bought and everything, but we're gonna do the things called warm them up a bit. Warm up is kind of I don't like that idea of warming up. We have to do some kind of warm up. We don't risk our mails being blacklisted. That's not fun. So please do not blast emails.
And as a last thing, of course, when doing Loom outreach, when using your voice, when outreaching, it's very important to have a little bit of quality. It doesn't have to be the most expensive equipment. So we bought a microphone, and I highly suggest that when doing outreach, especially when you're doing meetings, so the clients can hear you nice and clearly.
Yes, everyone, exactly. We bought this really nice mic, so we're gonna use it, and we have already tried it out. It's really good. It makes a difference, trust me. I didn't think that. I was like, hey, $60, like, well, it costs about $60. So I was like, $60, we can try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then hey, we tried. Highly recommend it. Removes all this like buzzing sound around, so you can just hear your voice. Anyways, with that said, that's been a bit of a longer video, but we really enjoyed it again. We really like talking to you guys, and I've actually been very excited for this update, because I know the next updates will actually be very interesting, because these few updates were like a lot of preparation, watching, talking about that, but now it will be actively working. So please look forward to our other videos, and this one, of course. Other than that, we hope you guys enjoyed it so much, and if you enjoyed it, that would make probably our days. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you in the next one.